Today I'm going to break an aioli just so I can show you guys how to fix it. If you've made a lot of aiolis, at some point I'm sure you've broken one. And when I say break an aioli, what I mean is have it separate on you so the oil separates out from the lemon juice and you just have a big oil slick on top where you should have had a nice emulsification. So again, today I'm going to break one on purpose just so I can show you how to fix that. It's actually really easy to fix. What I have here is a perfectly good aioli. It's already been used for a meal. And to break it, I'm just going to keep adding olive oil in until it can't absorb any more olive oil. I'm just going to use that hand blender to do that. So the most common way people break an aioli is they add oil too fast or they make it too thick. As you add oil, the aioli will get thicker and thicker. If it gets too thick, the emulsion will break and it'll separate. So that's what I'm going to do to try and break this. I'm just going to add a lot of oil to this already very, very properly made aioli, and I think it's going to break in about 10 seconds of doing this. So without further ado, let's try. So, I still haven't broken it because apparently I made it so well, it's still holding together. Still haven't broken it. Alright, we'll see if this does it. Okay, now it's broken. You see how it went from really thin to really thick and well emulsified, like a good mayonnaise you'd get out of a jar, and now it's just a liquidy mess. So I'm going to take this off so it doesn't tip over. And here's how easy this is going to be to fix this. So I'm going to separate an egg. I don't care about the white right now, so I'm just going to let it go down the drain. I'm going to throw the yolk in here. I'm going to get a little bit of cold water. You could use the lemon juice again, but there, I threw some cold water in. I'm going to rinse off my thing so I can start off with a fairly clean thing. And then I'm going to start blending this just like I did. Just like if you were making an aioli to begin with. Start by just getting this blended up good. And instead of pouring in oil, now I'm going to pour in my broken aioli. So you want to start slowly. And it's really hard to pour out of this thing, so I'm just going to move it to here. But again, just going to keep pouring it out of here. And if you look, you can see it's already starting to come together. It'll get thicker, but you can see it's already starting to come together as another aioli, and I want to try and incorporate all of this oil back in so I don't waste it. So I'm going to keep going, and I want to show you how you keep from breaking it down. So you can see it's starting to get very thick, but I have a bunch more that I want to incorporate. So the way to do that first I'm going to taste it and just see where I'm at. So, need a little bit of salt. I'm putting a little bit of salt in there. And when it gets too thick, you can either put more cold water in or more lemon juice. This, I've already watered it down a lot with, or watered down the flavor a lot with all the oil, so it needs more lemon juice. So I just added a little lemon juice. You can see that's starting to thin it out a little bit again. And I'm just going to keep pouring in there. I'm just going to incorporate, I have a little bit of this broken aioli left that I'm going to pour in. But there you go. Now we have an aioli again. So that is how you break and then fix an aioli.